Okay, Scrap Brain 1, get ready for pain. This is the zone I think I died the most on.
Straight into the pit.
Yeah, this is the game I think I died the most on, including the final boss.
Well, it is the hardest level. Oh, for God's sake.
The thing this game likes to do, you're gonna see this throughout this whole level, this game likes to leave things open or active for like half a second longer than you think it's going to be.
Well, that's not the game's fault.
Yes, it is.
Hush.
Again, slow down is really...
I'm surprised it got slowed down at all.
I'm like, fuck it. I decided to go around.
Ooh, and you got squashed.
Just because I turned back, I wasn't sure if I could make that in time.
And the funny thing is, because you turned back, you didn't make it.
Actually, I don't think I would have made it even if I had kept going. Let's see what's down this way. Oh, great,
all these things.
It's weird, sort of thing alive.
Well, you know, in this one, it sort of feels like you're almost in some giant machine. If you sort of look at the level design, you got these things moving around.
Yeah, you got like the pistons and the giant zipper things with these crushing pistons, what else you call them?
It involves a lot of crushing.
Oh, yes.
Particularly of soft blue hedgehogs.
Again, half a second longer than you think it's going to.
Of course, then the giant saws come across.
Yeah, the giant saws come after you, which is like, goddamn.
Oh, look, it's your exploding friends.
And for some reason, they didn't send out sparks that time.
Well, sometimes if they're like right at the edge of your vision, they won't. Those things are fucking evil.
Now, right here is fucking evil.
Oh, that's true. Ooh.
That one, if I hadn't turned back, I would have made it. And it still haven't made it to a goddamn checkpoint yet. Is that like 4 deaths so far?
Yeah, because you went in with 8 lives. Surprised you decided to go the same way twice.
Oh, because I knew this path more? I don't know. Are we having fun yet?
I don't know. Where are you? It's going to be interesting to see how you handle the last boss. I mean, obviously, I know you beat him, but it's a question of, you know, do you beat him by using
cleanly, or does it take time?
Oh, I know it'll take time, because it is that kind of boss where you have to wait for the right moment, but, fucking giant saws.
And they come out of nowhere, too.
Yeah. Well, like I said, it sort of really just sort of enforces the idea that you are in the last level.
Yeah, they don't want to make the last level easy, obviously.
So it involves an awful lot of traps. Like, a lot.
Yeah, this part right here. How the hell? Like, the timing here. What the hell? Where is your window?
Well, the flames and the Stampy thing don't exactly line up.
Yeah, so but the phase is like... I'm like obviously getting impatient, so I'm like, fuck it, I'll just take the hit and run on through. But then there's a second one. I tried to stop it, I couldn't get...
You did alright.
And now the fucking Tesla coils.
Oh yeah, I forgot those.
I hope you weren't expecting speed in this level.
Got to go fast.
And finally, enough of the damn Tesla coils.
No!
Oh, jeez.
I think you've died to every possible way to die in this level.
fire, crushing, falling down a pit. Oh, that one was technically down the pit.
Well, yeah, but the Tesla coils caused it.
Yeah, it sent me down into the...
So this time you're deciding to stay above the floor as best you can.
And again, these disappearing platforms. These platforms seem to have no set pattern. They just appear or disappear whenever the hell you feel like it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got a pattern. If you actually look at them. Bottom one, top one, bottom one, top
Well, yeah,
one.
but their individual timers are not set to each other. They're set to themselves. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking around. Is there a way to get through? Oh, there's a platform that suddenly decides to appear.
Whoa!
At least I found a checkpoint
At
here.
least it's got a checkpoint.
After 5 deaths.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even the path that I was originally going.
Weird spinning platforms. Yeah, it's your favourite clicky bridge. See, there's a bit of speed for you.
Yeah, if you want me to go fast, there you go.
Whoa! Oh dear.
Yeah, and that's what happens when you go fast. You die.
Yep. You die. At least you got the checkpoint.
Yeah, thankfully.
So you don't have to start all the way back from the beginning again. Ooh.
Like, I actually yelled at my screen, "Where are you?" Yelling at that fucking platform.
It decided to not appear. That was unfortunate. It's just like the bubbles.
It's like, I don't know if there's full floor down there, and I don't want to know.
Trying to decide which way to go.
I'm trying to, like, get an idea of the pattern that I'm facing. I'm like waiting. Okay, you're gonna show up eventually? Thank you.
I think the thing is, I think they do have a set pattern, but I think it only starts when they're on screen. And so if it's a long-winded thing, I think that they fall out of sync because of that. That's a guess. Oh, oh, oh. You could have made that. Oh dear. Straight down.
You were saying? That's death number 7. And I'm down to my last life.
I think it still counts if you have X0. I think that counts as a life. But, yeah, you're going well. I mean, you know, it's the last level. You got to expect it to be
but the first part of the last level, so...
Yeah, level 1 of 3 potentially very hard levels. And seeing as the last one is a revisit to the most annoying design level in the game, that said something.
Fucking motorcycles, go away.
Close your window.
My window is closed.
Oh, you got so lucky.
Yeah, so goddamn right there. I'm like, I'll take it, I don't care.
And then you get 30 rings out of it. Oh, and then you lose them.
These fucking bomb guys, jeez. Those
pigs.
bombs eventually disappear, but it takes like a year.
It does not take a year. Quit exaggerating. Don't worry, you're safe.
Finally, end of the level. And I get a 10,000 out of it.
Yay! So it's going to
I don't
take
have any
you...
notes. I don't have any notes for Scrap Brain 2.
Sorry?
I don't have any notes for Scrap Brain 2.
Nothing springs to mind?
Because I was taking notes as I was scrubbing through this, but...
Were you bored by the time you got to this?
I guess it's just fairly straightforward level.
Yeah, I mean, the levels are sort of fairly consistent in their sort of styles and themes and everything.
And this one's a bit less annoying than Scrap Brain 1, just because there aren't so many instant death bits so quickly
That's
into
true.
the level. So what do you think about the later Sonic games, like the 3D ones?
It's kind of a shame, really, because, I mean, if you think about it, how many big early names made it into 3D?
I was
Not
actually coming up
many.
with a list of this earlier.
I mean, Mario is obviously the most successful one. Donkey Kong kind of dabbled in 3D. I mean, it had one successful 3D game, and it's pretty much 2.5D now, so that doesn't really count.
Yeah, they kind of moved into... Kirby never really went full 3D. There was a couple of sections in, like, Kirby Air Ride that had some 3D parts, but no full 3D games.
Yeah, Zelda did.
Yeah, Zelda did very successfully in 3D.
And Sonic didn't do terribly. I mean, you know, considering, but not a lot of games. I mean, most of the genres we talk about these days are games that started 3D. Things like Resident Evil or Tomb Raider or Halo, you name it. All the popular stuff these days started in 3D. Not a lot survived the 2D, 3D transition. So, you know, I can't really complain that, you know, Sonic, okay, the games might not have been amazing, but he's still around, more or less.
Now, whoever's been running the Sonic Twitter account has been spectacular.
It's like, whoever does that is like well aware of
And
what
those
the
rings
fans...
just respawned.
Yeah, they did that. That's weird. I'm surprised you didn't keep trying the trick.
I'm like, oh, what the fuck am I gonna do here? I have no choice but to take that hit.
You gotta take your lumps. And again.
I'm just losing rings all over the place here.
So, yeah, I mean, Sonic Adventure 1... Was it Sonic Adventure 1? They kind of threw everything at the wall in the hope it would all stick.
Which, again, was their first foray into 3D, so...
I mean, you know, the fact that Mario was so unbelievably successful in its first 3D game was, in a way, kind of a fluke.
Yeah,
I mean,
well...
it could so easily
I don't think it
evolved.
was a fluke. I think it was the fact that they put a lot of effort into it. They
That's
wanted
true.
to make sure that the game worked really well in 3D, and honestly, Super Mario 64 hasn't aged that well.
No, it hasn't. To be honest, I would rather play something like Galaxy than 64. You know,
And
same
64
basic...
was an experiment, but Galaxy was like a perfection.
Yeah.
Even Super Mario 3D World is really, really good. Again, those fucking purple damn caterpillars.
Super Mario 3D World is the Wii U one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got that. That is good fun actually. Which is weird because it kind of blends old school and new school. Which I kind of
because
like.
I mean, the Super Mario 64 stuff is very hub based, where you go in, you get the star, and you get out. But then Super Mario 3D World, it continued.
It's level based.
Yeah.
But it still has like level hubs and everything. In a way, it's closer to
moving on to Scrap Brain 3.
Yeah. It's kind of closer to Super Mario World, really, more than anything else, which I suppose is kind of in the name. But yeah, I mean, you know, Mario survived, Zelda survived, Sonic survived, sort of, although he's not as popular. But yeah, I mean, I liked Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Sonic Heroes wasn't as good. I haven't really played many of the Sonic games after that, to be perfectly honest.
And the fact that they make the spiked balls, gray and the background gray, so they just kind of blend into each other. I'm sure that was deliberate on their part.
But I mean, you know, they even sort of tried to sort of experiment with 2D Sonic games even after the 3D.
Oh, yeah, you got like Sonic Colors, Sonic Generations, which I think I have Sonic Generations.
I would actually recommend Sonic Generations is probably the best 3D Sonic game of the lot.
I also have Sonic 4.
Sonic 4. Oh yeah, the return.
The episodic one, yeah.
Episode 1 and 2. Yeah, I've got both of those as well. I haven't played the second one. I have played the first one. The first one's actually not terrible. Although the gravity feels a bit off in that game. I can't quite put my finger on it, because obviously all the different Sonic games have slightly different engines, and you're going to die, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh, can you get to the... Oh, that was good timing. Oh, get to the checkpoint and then I die.
It doesn't matter, I got game over. And I'm pretty sure I had 3 continues, but it maxes out at 2.
Does it?
I think so.
I don't really use continues.
Well, you're good at this game.
Well, yeah.
You've actually played this game before.
A couple of decades of experience will do that to you.
I just thought this would be kind of an interesting experiment to see what somebody who doesn't have decades of experience playing this game looks like playing it.
Pretty much like everyone else did the first time they played the game, you know. Just trying everything in the hope that you don't die. Yeah,
pretty much. And then complaining every time you get cheap shot by one of those things.
Well, yeah. Yeah, it's all good fun though. I mean, let's be honest, Sonic's aged reasonably well. I mean, okay, you can see it's an old game, but
graphically, I think it still looks spectacular. Graphically, musically, but the gameplay itself is very much kind of rooted in the 1990s Nintendo heart almost. Not quite that bad, but I mean, the fact that there is very little forgiveness in the game. If you get hit when you have no range, you die instantly. So
yeah, it's I guess in a way it's a product of its time. That's all there is to it. You know, a lot of games were like this back then, and you know, it's not their fault. That's just how things were. And
I think Sonic, maybe in more ways than Mario, was a product of its time, because Sonic was very much a thing of the 90s, where he's very counterculture, very cool, very hip kind of guy. But Mario was just kind of doing his own thing. He just kind of they kind of unashamedly it's just about saving the princess.
Yeah, I mean, in a way, that's kind of I think that might actually be a culture thing as well, because you know, sort of Nintendo is very Japanese.
Well, Sega's a Japanese company too.
Is it? Oh, I had it in my mind it was American. I don't know why I had that. But you know, I think that in a way, you know, Nintendo is a very older company.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Nintendo got its start in like the 1800s.
Exactly. Nintendo was around for decades before it started doing video games.
Yeah, they started out making trading cards.
Yeah, exactly. And
again, this part with the fire shooters, I just take it very slowly, because the way that you when you jump in water, it's impossible to get out of the way of stuff like that. Like, exactly like that. And then since I just got hit, I'm like, fuck, I go back and get some air.
Oh dear.
Right there. Yeah, that's the one where I died.
And then it spawns a big bubble right after you die.
Yes, exactly. Right after the death.
Yeah, well, now you know how every other Sonic fan in the entire world feels. Gutted. The weird thing is, the second game does exactly the same thing. Has underwater levels with... thing is, it's always the underwater level is the most annoying in, like, every game. You always sort of dread the underwater level. I distinctly remember that. Like, as a kid, you always hated the underwater level, because it was so annoying. Even if in, like, games where you don't necessarily have an oxygen meter.
Like Mario, yeah.
Like, well, you do it sort of.
Well, the original Mario, you didn't.
Oh, that's true. The original one, you didn't. But or in, say, Donkey Kong Country, you didn't have an oxygen meter in that. Both Nintendo games, actually. That's interesting. Maybe they think you can breathe underwater or something. I don't know. But, you know, you still kind of hated the water levels because you move slowly. It was annoying to navigate. And just, yeah, it's generally really irritating. I'm really waiting to see if you're going to get whacked. Hey.
Got whacked by the fucking grounder there.
At least you had some rings. I keep wanting to say coins.
Yeah, everybody says coins in this. It's clearly rings, yeah. It's designed to be the anti-Mario, really.
Why did you go back?
I thought I missed something over on the right. Like I was like checking if there was anything on the right side there. Like, right here, I thought there was, like, another spike ball that was going to be coming after me, so I'm taking my time. But nope, it's another
then you get hit by
enemy.
the ground.
And, of course, there wasn't even anything over there to go over, so I'm, like, checking the wall in vain. Is there a secret or anything?
No.
Did I come over here for any reason?
No,
Nope.
just to die. Still, you'd hit the checkpoint, so it wasn't a big problem. Do you think you're going to be moving on to Sonic?
Completely invisible fucking spikes.
They weren't invisible. I can
They're
see
fucking
them.
hidden.
One of them is hidden.
The one that I hit.
Yeah. But that's your own fault. You should know spikes come in threes. Sometimes.
Unless they come in ones.
Unless they come in twos, yeah. Anyway, I was going to
I think
say...
I'm going to move on to Sonic 2? Maybe.
I would recommend it. It does play a bit differently to to this.
And guess who's going back to the start?
Twice. That was weird. That was glitching again. Oh, you wanted to see if you could get down there.
Yeah, so at this point I'm starting to... Yeah, it's at this point where I'm starting to worry whether this recording will even continue. Will even keep going.
Well, you got 3 lives.
Yes. And no continues.
And no
And
continues.
it's like, I'm like, okay, maybe I should try going around the other side. So this actually goes pretty well, honestly.
It's a nice
Like,
little shortcut.
why didn't I do this first?
Because you didn't know about it. You know, I kind of wondered if you were going to put the dots together when you were, like, first doing it. Because, you know, I sort of saw you and you didn't... Like, the first time it happened, you didn't quite...
You didn't drop. I didn't drop down.
Well, you
I
didn't
made it to
drop
the
down.
end, but I didn't drop down.
Well, it was like the first time you did it, you didn't quite approach the platform fast enough to sort of see it connect. But the second time you did, and I did wonder to myself, oh, I wonder if you noticed that you can technically squeeze past that, which cuts a huge chunk out of the level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm shocked how fast this level goes without that.
Which was kind of the point, you know. I mean, it's still a game above all else that emphasizes speed.
In the speedrun, they use a clip to beat this level in like 2 seconds.
I'll bet. I mean, speedrunning is all about glitching, though. Well, most of the
Not
time.
always. Some of the runs are actually pretty legit. And I'm like, really, the end already.
Yep. On to the final boss. It's kind of interesting that you lost all your rings, really, because you lose them all anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yes, those electric balls after things.
I'm standing right in the middle of the two that are too far and are too close together, because I noticed, like, on later playthroughs that they actually have different distances apart.
Yeah. It's very rare they go equal distance. It does happen, but most of the time there will be distance. As you can see, there are clear and obvious
Yeah.
big gaps and small gaps. See, they're the equal distance, actually. And you get caught by them again. Oh, he's on his last life. Except for the fact I know you complete it.
But at the time, I didn't know if I would do this. I was like, and it's so
Whoa.
fucking close to getting crushed right there, so.
Oh, dude.
Could you imagine if I made you sit through this and I still ended up dying at the end?
No, I knew you completed it. I checked before,
You actually checked the video file?
Well, I checked to see that it would play properly, so I just
Right.
very quickly skimmed through it. Because, I mean, you know, you can never be sure when you're doing things like this, so I wanted to make sure
Yeah.
that we didn't sit down to record and it didn't work. So, yeah, I do know for a fact you do complete it. That would be pretty weird, actually. That would be a pretty weird thing to do to your fans. As if to say, hey, look, I completed Sonic. It's like,
Just kidding. I'm getting really lucky. He just keeps appearing on the exact same piston every time.
yeah, I mean, it's completely random where he appears. So, in a way, it is kind of luck.
That one was actually a really close one.
Yes. I've actually lost count of how many times you hit him. I think that was number 6. Oh, no good. Hey! That was 7, not 6. You can run pretty fast for a fat guy. Way!
I still took him out. Down he goes.
Of course you did.
And yeah, that's Sonic the Hedgehog. Finally crossed off my list.
Except now you gotta do it with all the emeralds.
No. Fuck that.
Well, if you wanted to just see the alternate ending where you capture the emeralds, you could always just debug mode your way through the game.
Right.
There is a debug mode code.
F12.
As you're taking the screenshot.
Of course. F12.
Yeah, so general impressions of the game?
Graphically, sonically, no pun intended, still holds up very well. The music is spectacular. The game, I like the concept of the level design, where it's like, depending on how you get through the level, you encounter different things. But I think in some cases it could use a bit more. It could have used a bit more care. Kind of unforgiving in a lot of sections.
That is something that gets improved in later games, obviously. Like I said, this was the first game. It was, they throw things to the wall to see what sticks in the first game, and then they refine it, they tweak it, they make it better in the second ones. Like I said, the third one, the maps are even better designed, I think, and they do flow, I think, a lot better. The second one's pretty good as well, although that does have some douchey levels in it. Still. Is
there a lot less of, like, just platforms, waiting for platforms to move out of the way so you can continue?
I'm actually trying to remember. Like I said, it's been a long time. But, I think there is some of that. I don't think you're ever going to fully get away from it, but yeah, I think it's just generally better designed.
Maybe I should just move straight on to the 3D ones. Because everybody praises the 3D ones and shit.
Sorry?
Everybody praises the 3D ones.
They have their good points and they have their bad points. I would say play Sonic 2. I mean, there's no real reason not to.
And not that I haven't before, but yeah.
I
always played Tails because the person I was playing with wanted to play Sonic, obviously.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, I did only end up getting 1 emerald.
Yeah, well, you said 2, so I assumed you knew what you were talking about. Anyway, we probably better sign off. So, thank you all for listening to us ramble about Sonic for an hour and a half.
Yeah, so this is me finally beating Sonic. Yay.
Yay. Fun times.
I still don't know what to say about it. Take care, everybody.
It's good, yeah. Please like, subscribe,
leave comment, subscribe, interact, share, and check out his channel. He's got some nice stuff there, too.
Yeah, I'll make sure Zero links it in the description below. So please do watch our stuff, and we'll see you whenever we see you next. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.